The thoughts, views, and comments expressed by the hosts, guests, and callers on Beyond the Headlines are not necessarily those of management, ownership, or production unit of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is a production of ILTV Studios and cannot be reproduced or represented in part or entirety without express written permission of the Verizon Media Group. Beyond the Headlines is the intellectual property of the Verizon Media Group. Copyright 2021.
Coming up tonight, the Ministry of Education doing an about turn when it comes to educators from Cuba. We will tell you where its focus will be placed ahead of the new school year. Wade Watson questioning Travis Robinson's loyalty to Baines and Grantstown as it's revealed Robinson is eyeing Fort Charlotte in the next election. Question tonight, should Watson be focused on anything Robinson is doing? We discuss that. And later tonight, summer is here. That's right. Where will your kids be? How about the Ablaze Summer Camp? It happened last year at the Atlantis Resort, and I'm telling you, I understand it's going to be bigger and better with more activities this year. We'll talk about that as well coming up. And then Ian Thomas from Direct Marketers is also here just in time for the weekend. Where's the best shopping and deals? Well, he has all of that information for us. This is Beyond the Headlines. Good evening. I'm Shanique Miller. It's great having you along this evening. Well, the Ministry of Education now eyeing education professionals in the countries or various countries like Canada, the United Kingdom, and Ghana. This is to fill the gaps that, of course, are now open and gaping as a result of the Cuban forced labor controversy. You all remember that some months ago. We get this story from Linton Ritchie Jr., and then we come back and talk about it.
We're looking at the US, we're looking at Canada, we're looking at the UK, looking at Ghana as well.
The Ministry of Education is now in talks to outsource teachers from a number of countries as government moves to reverse agreements with Cuban staffers in both the health and education sectors. This comes amid ongoing discussions with U.S. officials over allegations of forced labor. Director of Education Dominic McCartney Russell telling Eyewitness News that plans to onboard some 70 Cuban teachers have been put on hold. The pause comes months after U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio warned foreign governments that those engaging in forced labor partnerships could face visa sanctions, claims that Prime Minister Philip Davis has repeatedly denied. While education officials explore new sources for international educators, here's what that transition could look like.
We're looking at our partners, our retired teachers' resources, and we're looking to meet with them to see if they're going to support us.
Currently, 130 Cuban teachers are active in classrooms across the country, but with 20 of those contracts set to expire, questions remain over the future of the remaining staff.
I cannot say to you what will happen with the 110. We're still in discussions in regards to that.
As for a timeline on when the contracts will be officially restructured or terminated, officials have not yet provided a date. Linton Ritchie Jr., Eyewitness News.
Well, there you have it. The focus now is on bringing in professionals from other countries. Not sure exactly if the ministry will go back to the Cuban Cuban teachers, but for now, this is what we're hearing and understanding. Well, we're going to talk about that. We're going to discuss it. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, BTH contributors, Ellington Ferguson and Garth Roseborough. Gentlemen, good evening to both of you.
Good evening, Shanique. Good evening, Bahamas. Certainly, it's a pleasure to be here once again. Thank you for having me.
What a night it is. It's good to be here.
It's good to have you both. Gentlemen, your thoughts on the Ministry of Education sort of shifting from the Cuban, remember that was this big controversy a minute ago when Secretary of State, United States, Marco Rubio says, listen, this here is forced labor, it's maybe slave labor because of how it's all set up, the payment of these professionals. Your thoughts on what the Ministry of Education is now doing or plans on doing?
Well, Shanique, I knew this was coming when we heard all of the discussion coming from the U.S., how the U.S. felt about what was going on. We know what has been happening in Cuba for years, and they have clearly pointed out where the Cuban government is using the labor of their people that they ship abroad to prop up their government and their programs. Obviously, the government, as it works closely with the United States of America, has had to make some hard decision and I'm sure they probably still trying to negotiate with the Cuban government as to how they can do this if the Cuban government will allow them to pay those persons direct. I'm happy that the government are finding other source that we can get our teachers and other personnel that we will need, nurses, whatever, to assist us in our education and healthcare system. So this is a good thing that the government is doing. It's very proactive. They're moving very fast on this. They're not dragging their feet. And so I support it and look forward to seeing the best come out of it.
I think it's a great opportunity. I like the fact that it is solution-based. I think one step further, we must take it there, Mr. Ferguson and Shanique Miller, good night once again. We need to now start to zero in on these students that are graduating. I do believe on the program last night we saw a scuffle between parents at a graduation service. Yeah. Idle hands are the tools of the devil. If we can now begin to zone in on individual students who have the capacity and the ability to fill in such roles as educators, as nurses, doctors, etc., I think now the government needs to now begin to pour more resources and more revenue into such programs so that we can now go ahead and facilitate our own people and then continue to just simply wean ourselves off of foreign interests.
You're right, and I don't know if we can entirely wean ourselves because these countries kind of almost have this feeder system to assist countries that need it, like ours, for example, where the population is small, where the need is vast. Because remember, the Bahamas in particular must duplicate these services in, 17, 18 inhabited islands, right? Absolutely. And so the thing is, yes, get our people in there first, whether it's having them ratified and regulated so that they can go and fill these spots. And then, of course, bring the addition because for the various modern health centers that are being built around the nation, you all remember those are now under construction, including a new hospital set for New Providence. You will need the additional.
I think
help.
One of the things, Shanique, that the government really need to do is seek to expand its program for both teachers and nurses from to gear directly towards students of these family islands, so that these students, as they complete high school, or you can even start a program where they can begin to direct them to in high school, so that
begin accumulating the
these
credits.
students who are already living there, many of them who would love to stay home, but because of a lack of opportunity, have to move abroad. So if you got local students want to be trained in nurse, they can work right in that clinic. They already live in that community. They want to go back home and to live. And so I think that will assist us greatly with both teachers and nurses here. So we got to kind of look at that.
Yeah, well, it certainly is good news. I mean, we should hear of no shortages at the beginning of the new school year, right? And certainly,
Hopefully.
of course, in the healthcare system as well. Meanwhile, gentlemen, Member of Parliament for Baines and Grantstown, Wade Watson, accusing his predecessor, Deputy Chairman of the Free National Movement, Travis Robinson, of abandoning the constituency of Baines and Grantstown. He did this, of course, during his contribution to the budget. Now, during his budget contribution, Watson alleged that Robinson voiced to him that he is seeking a nomination on a Free National Movement's ticket for the next election, which is slated for 2026, and of course revealed that they will both once again, go back down just a little bit, please. Go back down, yes. On a Free National Movement ticket, and he revealed if both will once again vie for the Baines and Grantstown constituency. Well, Eyewitness News reached out to Robinson for a comment on Watson's allegation, but Robinson decided to offer no comment at this time. However, his former parliamentary colleague, Kwesi Thompson, fired back.
Mr. Deputy, I recall meeting and having a discussion with the former Member of Parliament for Baines and Grantstown. You all know him. I questioned him, seeking to determine if he would return to Baines and Grantstown to run in the next general election. And he replied, "You want a lot. I'm seeking a nomination in another constituency, but not Baines and Grantstown." I thought, Mr. Deputy, he had a genuine passion and commitment for the people of Baines and Grantstown. But I was wrong, Mr. Deputy. I was wrong.
We are talking about a former member of this honorable house who is not in this place to defend himself. And so we would ask that the present member for Bain and Grantstown not seek to disparage the reputation of the former member of Bain and Grantstown.
Gentlemen, I could be wrong. But I'm here with a big question mark over my head because that question mark says, Wade Watson, why? Wade Watson, why are you bringing attention to someone who was voted out? You were elected. Will you be re-elected? What's your track record in Baines and Grantstown? Because wherever Robinson is going, then he needs to focus on that to see if the people there are open to him. But back to you. Gentlemen, I don't know, maybe you all see the rationale of him wondering about Travis Robinson's whereabouts.
I've always thought that Wade Watson was doing a phenomenal job in Bain and Grantstown with all of the programs and initiatives that he put forth, but this is totally misguided
That's why he should
misplaced
focus.
energy.
If, as you were
for
saying,
Wade.
Ellington, he is doing an amazing job.
Yes.
Well, dude, that should be your
Why
focus.
this energy towards somebody who has moved on? I mean, look like you're looking for somebody that's chalk, that you're sure you can run over, that you're afraid of the next person who might be coming. I think this is just misplaced energy for Wade Watson, and it's just a waste of his time in the House of Parliament just going there. I mean, Crazy Thompson getting up to defend. I mean, I don't see what was there to defend. That was equally as crazy.
No, because because you
mean,
Crazy them should have been like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Wade, what happened? You worried? Like what's up?
And while Wade Watson is totally misguided or misplaced energy doing that, of course, from the public now, we can be asking the questions of Travis Robinson as to what's going on. You grew up in Bain and Grantstown. You get in there because of your fight for the people, and you stated how much you love that community and you're going for that community. I mean, you lost in an election. Now, why would you want to move somewhere else? You're looking for safe seat or soft place to land on. But with Wade Watson in the House, it's totally misplaced, uncalled for, should have never happened.
Well, while Travis Robinson was also in the Bain and Grantstown area, he did do some phenomenal community work as well. The question as to why or why not return to Bain and Grantstown, I would believe that in his first instance of serving the Bahamian people in the House of Assembly, he was actually placed in Bain and Grantstown. It is possible that his love is really for the people of Fort Charlotte, and he would probably like to have the opportunity to serve there as well. We are in a democratic country. I do stand with you, Mr. Ferguson and Shanique Miller, in that if you are now sitting as the Member of Parliament for Bain and Grantstown, you ought to focus on the performance that you're now involved in. I do believe that whether you're doing well or you're not doing well, right now as we go into the silly season of election, it's time for you to focus on what you can now do to either salvage yourself or to preserve yourself in the Bain and Grantstown area. It's not an easy constituency. It's very much divided. And actually yesterday evening I met one of your constituents who was a die-hard supporter of yourself, and he told me that it's very, very questionable that he will support you again. These are the people now. I met them yesterday at 4:30.
4:30 in the afternoon?
I met him 4:30. I think I just had a conversation with you, Shanique Miller. I met him right after that. The gentleman called out to me. He said he's from the Bain and Grantstown area. He said that he's a very strong supporter of the Progressive Liberal Party, but he said even now he is not certain at all that he's going to support Mr. Watson.
Well, that is what Watson needs to be paying attention to.
Absolutely.
Not what Travis Robinson is doing, if he's doing it, how he's doing it, when, why, and what he doing. No.
Travis's history.
No, hello, hi. Focus on Bain and Grantstown because you've got to go back and convince everybody all over again that you are their man. I don't understand why you would bring, it's almost like me talking about, I don't know, another show host here in the Bahamas. Why?
Yeah.
Well, I drink in something.
Driving at 75 miles an hour, looking back in the rearview mirror.
Or like in somebody in the 100-meter race, and you were just there, like you were just near the finish line, but you doing this.
Why they ain't coming up closer?
What's up?
Just run your race, bro. Run
Keep
your race.
Your eye on your prize. Yeah, because I
Absolutely.
didn't see the need for that at all.
It's misplaced.
Meanwhile, Housing and Urban Renewal Minister Keith Bell is raising the alarm over what he calls an oversaturation of liquor stores in urban communities across New Providence. We know that. We have seen it. In fact, we have said the Chinese leading like they're in front of the line. Bell revealed that government is moving to amend the Business License Act, a move that would reintroduce mandatory public consultations before granting or renewing liquor licenses. Bell noted it is to give residents a voice and bring greater accountability to the licensing process.
The sale of alcohol was governed under the Liquor License Act, which limited the unchecked proliferation of liquor stores and required public consultation in determining their location. Unfortunately, in 2010, who was the government in 2010? Under the banner of modernization, the act was repealed. Since then, liquor store approvals have been regulated solely by the Business License Act without any of the safeguards that was once there. The result? A proliferation of liquor establishments in our urban areas, sometimes lining the same street one after the other, sometimes located next to schools, all next to churches, homes, places where people live, community centers, places where, sadly, some now gather all day to drink. The Deputy Speaker, listen to this. From Shirley Street to Robinson Road, a distance of 1.8 miles, there are 13 liquor establishments. Continuing south on East Street from Robinson Road to Bamboo Boulevard, a short distance of 2 miles, there are 19 more liquor establishments. That's 32 liquor establishments, or a liquor store every 600 feet. Mr. Deputy Speaker, and the problem is not limited to East Street alone. Take Wolf Road, for example, between University Drive and Village Road, a distance of some 2 miles. There are 16 liquor establishments. That equates to a liquor store every 800 feet. Many of these establishments, Mr. Deputy Speaker, are operating without adequate parking, causing congestion and safety concerns. Alarmingly, a number of them are also selling liquor through takeout windows, and at least one of them feature a drive-through window.
I mean, you're making it easy for the people in the inner city to access liquor. You know, and anybody, I'll tell you, it's not a drink that anybody should overindulge in, but certainly I am happy to see it being addressed. We are tired of seeing these communities, these vulnerable communities, littered with liquor stores and bars and all the rest of it, where people can readily go and even drive through. You heard that? Drive through, go get your liquor as you drive on. Gentlemen, your thoughts about this sort of refocusing on making communities, wherever they may be, wherever zip code, we don't have that, but you understand what I mean, here on this island, kind of making each of them safe and healthy again.
Shanique, I heard Minister Keith Bell, and it's very good that he's bringing awareness to this. My point is, though, what is the government prepared to do to correct this? Because this cannot be said that we're not going to do this anymore. Why I'm saying that? Because every community on New Providence mirrors exactly what he said. Every couple feet, every block, there's a bar. You go in the Bain and Grantstown area, you go in the Chippenham area, you go in the Grove, you go in the South Beach. Every inner city community is exactly like he said. So are we going to take some out? Because you can't say you're not going to give no more. It's no more to give. Everywhere is already saturated. Nassau Village, Pinewood Garden, everywhere is already saturated. Pinewood Garden, though, is maybe one of the only community that is not overly saturated with them because of its makeup. It has a few. But all of these other communities are saturated with them. And so we've got to look at whether we're going to correct this other than saying that we're not giving anymore. So I'm very happy that he's bringing awareness to it, and I hope that this is not the last we hear about it.
Someone made the remark that the Labor Day parade would be the launch of a political season for election forthcoming.
Who, you?
Well, it was said. And of course, the governing party came out in full force. Shanique Miller, I want you to pay careful attention to the issues that are now facing the Bahamian people. The Progressive Liberal Party is answering and solving. I want you to listen to the complaints of the Free National Movement and the complaints of the COI. And look at the Progressive Liberal Party and you tell me, are they just simply standing idle, or are they now making correction? As much as liquor is in our country, as much as we love rum and alcohol, look at what they're saying to you. Crime is an issue. If you have all these liquor stores in these crime-ridden areas,
yes.
we need to address it. We need to correct it. Listen to me. You focusing on the liquor stores, talk about the houses that buy the 3 for $6 or the 3 for $9 and take it home and selling it through the back door. It's all over the place. This thing is just simply an infestation. It's I hear you, you're probably laughing at me, but it's all over the country.
That's surprising.
You'll soon have people selling liquor at the back door of the church if you don't be careful.
Come on, Wade,
And so listen to what I'm saying to you. You who are in the PLP, the FNM, listen to the Progressive Party. They are campaigning, they are solving, they are correcting, they are ready for election. You, COI, you, FNM, you're not showing us that you're ready as yet. You're just simply complaining, but you've not brought any plan to us. And you, the FNM, at least the COI brought us candidates. You've brought us nobody.
The mic drop moment. But listen, speaking of getting ready, Prime Minister Davis is doubling back on clarifying some comments that he made. Of course, you know, he wrapped up debate of the 2025-2026 budget earlier today in the House of Assembly. But he's clarifying these comments made regarding the leader of the opposition, Michael Pintard's career. During a speech several weeks ago, the Prime Minister questioned Pintard's qualifications and track record. Here's that.
That he attributes to me. Never said it. It is not true. And in fact, Mr. Deputy Speaker, I don't know why the member went down the road, because all I asked is what he did. And he took it from there. I asked, what was your job? And if I go further, Madam, Mr. Deputy Speaker, he's the one who, and I will address this at the appropriate time. I have the tape where he raised a question of what I do. He spoke about my job, about how I represent criminals in one of his rants some years ago. He raised what I do. And my response was, I'm proud of what I've done. And I have contributed much in my profession. And I dare say that I am accomplished in my profession. My question to him was only, what do you do? Or what did you do? What is your resume? I didn't say what his resume was. Right?
Gentlemen, there you have it. This, of course, we know we right in the silly season, right? A silly season meaning, guys, election season. So you all know anything likely to happen. But your response quickly, gentlemen?
I think from when this happened, I think Michael Pintard and the FNM, they were foolhardy to even follow this up. It was petty. It should not have followed up. It was, and then they tried to bring in the other entertainers and artists in it. I think it was way over the top, and it's a waste of time. And Davis done a good job in clarifying it today. And obviously, it obviously didn't give them no traction. It probably did more harm to them than good.
Well, I said the Free National Movement has no conversation to have. Today is now June the 19th. Under regular circumstances, we have a May or June election, which means that we're right within the year for the next general election. Pintard still has no candidates. It's no longer about performance. The PLP has their candidates. They have sitting members in the House of Assembly. The Free National Movement has none. Until you fix this problem, you have no say. We're not listening to you, Mr. Pintard, because you need to go ahead and fix your own party before you can talk about fixing anyone else's record or anyone else's party or government.
Beyond the Headlines is back right after this.
At the Water and Sewage Corporation, safety and convenience are our top priorities. However, our meter readers face challenges that can make their job difficult. Locked gates to guard dogs sometimes leads to missed readings and estimated bills, which can be frustrating for you and us. That's why we're upgrading to digital meters. They bring safety, accuracy, and convenience to homes across the Bahamas. We can streamline data collection, reduce on-site visits, and provide more accurate bills with no more estimates. Digital meters also help detect leaks early, saving you from costly bills and reducing water waste. Soon, a user-friendly app will let you track your water usage, manage bills, and stay informed, all at your fingertips. Over the next year, we're rolling out digital meters nationwide, transforming how we serve you with a safer and cost-efficient water supply. To learn about our digital meters, visit our website or call us today. And don't forget to update your information at any of our locations.
You work hard to provide for and protect the ones you love. However, life can present unexpected challenges. Who you call in times of need matters. Insurance Management is a Bahamian-owned company that has been serving our community for over 40 years, offering a wide range of coverage for all of your personal, professional, and commercial needs. When life happens, rest easy knowing that our skilled and experienced agents are there for you in your time of need, so that you can get back to what matters most. Insurance Management. Nobody does it better.
Join us for the Pulled Pork Festival at Arawak Key, June 21st, 3 p.m. through 11 p.m. Enjoy a delicious day featuring a variety of Hispanic cuisine and Bahamian dishes, all inspired by a farm-to-table theme. Savor the flavors and explore a vibrant culinary showcase. Whether you're a food lover, a family looking for a great day out, or a fan of live music and competitions, this festival has something for everyone. Tickets can be purchased online, cashandgobahamas.com/event-tickets.
7.5 years, but I walk in here all of a sudden, total stranger. I'm calling you Rick and Sheila.
I win. At Island Lock, we take sports seriously. Get ready to experience the thrill of winning anytime and any place. Bet in real time and live the thrill of every play while watching your winnings stack up. It's your chance to score big with fast payouts and a world-class experience. Get in the game and bet the Bahamian way with Island Luck Sportsbook.
If you enjoy watching Beyond the Headlines, take advantage of our exclusive offers with 4 15-minute interview segments at $1,200 and 20 30-second TV ads at $2,000. Contact 557-0258 or 557-0259 for more information. Go beyond with Beyond the Headlines.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. Well, of course, you all know, you've seen played out in the news recently from crime and homicides, and to so many young men and lesser women either attempting suicides or some of them actually carrying out complete suicides. And it's something that has not escaped the church's attention. And I am happy this evening in this segment to be able to discuss that with Pastor Marisa Walker from Life Worship Center, who is also here to not just talk about the problem, but also to talk about what her ministry is doing this summer. It's the second time they're doing it. In fact, I don't think it's the second, but it was major last year, and they're building on it again this year. So we have a lot to get to, and I'm happy to be able to get into it right now. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines, Pastor Walker.
Thank you so much,
it's good
Shanique,
to see you.
for having me.
I know, right? I'm used to saying Marisa, but it's good to see you. Marisha.
Yes.
Listen, let's just jump right in, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I know the church, like everybody else, because people often say, oh, what is the church saying? What is the church doing? But you all are paying attention to the headlines.
We are working hard. We're working hard. One of the ways that we are trying to target this issue is not just currently, but we're actually trying to prevent it.
Yes.
So we're in the school with intervention programs. We're trying to reach them at younger ages.
So where are you starting? Where is Life Worship Center starting?
We're starting junior high right now. Okay. So we're involved in 2 junior high schools. We have intervention programs in there. And then we also have senior high school intervention programs. So we're trying to get these kids while they're still in the education system. We're trying to target, okay, what's happening in your household? What's happening in your community? What is it that you've been exposed to? What is it that you lack? Because what we're finding is these crime communities are providing what they lack. They are meeting needs, not just financial needs, Shanique. They're meeting relational needs.
Because
they're
because
meeting
I'm
comforts.
sure even before you started these outreach programs in schools, you are finding too that the home is lacking.
The home
structure, that
is
nuclear
the
family,
home and the community.
Yes.
So what we're finding is that, of course, we know it's an ongoing conversation. Fathers are not in homes. But what we're finding is that parenting is not what it used to be like.
That part right there is where I
Because we're
wanted to go.
separating parents when we're addressing issues with kids. When schools call me in to help and intervene in situations between students having arguments, sometimes we have to separate parents. Parents are not what they used to be.
No.
And so homes are not what they used to be. And as a result, children, teenagers are not what we were accustomed to back in the day. So
Yeah.
we've had to pivot a great deal with how we approach these situations. We cannot do what we did before. I shared with recently some other youth leaders telling them this is not the environment of yesteryear. We can't just throw Jesus at people and expect people to see the solution that's attached to the kingdom.
But how are you breaking down the message? Because I like what you're saying. How are you making it a practical message that they find it appealing, that they see that there's the answer in that, and that is something that can actually help make life better for them?
We're making it sober. I think a lot of times Christianity has been placed before humanity as something that does not require your mind. That you're supposed to only have emotions attached to it, that you're not supposed to engage thinking, that there is this sense of, I guess you could say, mysticism attached to Christianity that doesn't have impact on how you live your everyday life.
You know, as awesome as they were years ago, many people, though, did a disservice under the banner of Christianity years ago. Huh?
And we missed that.
Yeah.
We missed the fact that we needed to have intelligent conversations with our young people, and that while our faith is not supposed to make sense because it's faith, there are some things that can be understood about it that you can actually use as a foundation through which you live your life. And that's what we want to establish. One of the things that I'm so excited about is we're going to have some conversations in this upcoming retreat for these teens. What do you actually believe? What you believe impacts how you live. If you don't know what you believe, you're gonna live your life any kind of way.
You're right.
Any kind of how. If you believe that, okay, I just have to do this and do that, I just have to slide some money aside here from my bag and then go buy this and then sell this and wrap that around and turn that over and then all of a sudden I'm gonna be rich, then that's the way you will operate. Whatever it is that you believe about life, about systems, about environments, about communities, about people, you will live according to that. So we are trying to brainwash, and I'm not afraid to say it.
No, of course not.
We are trying to brainwash.
The brainwashing is happening in every other
Everywhere
sphere.
else. So why aren't we doing it as a church?
So why not as a church we brainwash, indoctrinate, and re-engineer people's thoughts?
Absolutely. So that's what we're trying to do, Shanique. And we've seen such amazing turnaround. We've seen young women who we couldn't stop them from fighting in school, and now they have businesses while they're in school. And so we've seen some young men who, you know, they weren't necessarily in the right kind of environment. We've partnered with other persons who are also working their intervention programs in the schools, and we've given young men jobs. We've put them in job placement. And so we're doing our best as the body of Christ to be the kingdom of God in the earth.
Well, it's so awesome to see the church doing something and tangible things.
We have to be tangible.
Not
Shanique.
just figuring that you can pray and speak in tongues and then it's done. And why aren't they listening? And why aren't they changing? No, you've got to kind of again make it practical.
Absolutely.
To be able to make an impact to these people. Well, something that is very practical and awesome in the most incredible environment is a blaze.
A blaze is coming up.
Yeah,
oh
tell
my
us
goodness.
about a blaze.
So this is a 7-day youth retreat for us this year from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Can you believe it?
Listen, you all do go very long and keep. I know the parents love you all for this.
Listen, we send the children home tired. So all they do is sleep and come back the next day. But what we're targeting this year in the 7 days, we've actually made some adjustments, of course, because every year you learn. And so we're going to be talking about financial planning and budgeting this year. We've included that in our programming. We're going to be talking about emotional intelligence. How do I control my emotions? We're going to talk about what the Bible has to say about feelings and how do you communicate them in a calm way. We're going to, of course, our usual conversations about conflict resolution, but now we're also going to target what does it mean to be male, man? What does it mean to be female? And we're targeting it directly.
I think, men are so soft nowadays, and if
they're very sassy, Shanique.
Why is it that men have decided that what are you bringing to the table, and you have to meet me halfway, and you have to do this and do that? Why have men decided that somehow? Why have men become women?
Listen,
you know what I mean?
Why?
And then women have lost their femininity and their appeal.
We've
and
become
then
alpha males.
But yet they want to, mind you. I guess it's in an instance, they've been forced to do that, to assume that role.
Absolutely.
But it is not attractive. You want a man, don't you? You don't want to be, squabbling and fighting out there like chickens out there. This a lot. It sounds interesting.
Yeah, and so I'm so excited about it. It starts this coming Monday, which is the 23rd, and we finish on that Sunday.
Okay.
And what we're going to be doing is, of course, we're going to be targeting these areas, but we believe that doing it the kingdom way is the answer. Some things haven't changed. Jesus is still the answer. That hasn't changed, but we're just doing a better way of placing Jesus before these teens. And so we're inviting all who have teens from ages 12 to 20, because that's our age bracket, to send your teens. You want more information, we'll give you those details at the close of this, but we're targeting this. We're feeding them 3 meals a day. Most kids don't have 3 meals a day.
Yeah.
So we're feeding them 3 meals a day.
No, and then plus snacks. Snacks as well.
Plus snacks.
But it's plush settings. It's safe.
Absolutely.
There's
security.
Security. They're responsible mentors.
We have 35 volunteers.
So really awesome.
35 volunteers.
Now, where is this happening? Because you got to tell the people. You got to get your kid, get your teen to this summer camp.
It's happening.
It's a summer camp to be at.
Absolutely. It's the place to be. At Club Crush Atlantis. So it's happening over Paradise Island. However, we don't want you to have to pay that $4 every day. So we're providing bus service, and that's included in the fee, believe it or not.
Super.
So you can drop your kids to the C.H. Reeves Auditorium, and you can pick them up from the C.H. Reeves Auditorium. We're providing transportation to and from the C.H. Reeves Auditorium every day.
What time in the morning?
So
I'll tell you this, though, before she gives the information really officially about maybe contact and all this stuff, you can sponsor maybe your neighbor's kids or somebody, just so that they have something to do for
and
that
it's only $200, Shanique. You can't feed your child for 7 days, 3 meals a day for $200.
3 meals and snacks.
No,
but I want to say this. Last year, I do remember someone in Abaco sponsored a handful of kids to attend.
They did.
Yeah, remember?
And thank you to who that person was. Thank you.
Mr. Roberts, thank you. And so in Abaco, he was like, Shanique, this is awesome. I want to be able to have some kids just be exposed to something different. How do I get in touch? Of course, I put him in touch with them, and he was too happy to sponsor some kids.
Such
so
a
I'm
blessing.
saying you can do that as well.
Yes.
So give some information.
So here's what's happening. We are looking for not only just teens who you feel are like lost or can't find their way, but we're looking for the ones who are excelling as well, because we want to make sure that we weaponize our good children to impact those who are not so good. And so we're welcoming all from every class, from every space, from every society, from every facet of our community. And so for more information, you can contact us at 825-LIFE.
Look right here and speak to them right here.
Yes. For more information, you can contact us at 825-LIFE. That number is 825-5433. Again, the number is 825-5433, or you can hit us up on social media at Teen Life Worship Center. The Ablaze Youth Retreat. It's only $200 for 7 days.
Transportation everything included.
Is provided from the C.H. Reeves Auditorium. We're feeding them breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snacks. Your teen is coming home a totally different person. We're talking about faith. We're talking about emotions. We're talking about financial planning. We're talking about mental health. We're talking about Jesus. And your child, your teenager will never be the same.
Oh, you can also call that number, because if you want to sponsor a teen or several of them, do that as well.
Absolutely.
It's really going to something so great. Just
Absolutely.
building just amazing kids and teens and making them even better
Shanique.
adults and going into the new school year with a
Shanique.
different mindset is really awesome, really great. Listen, congratulations again.
Thank you so much.
And I do hope that people respond and get some and help get some teens in the room for the whole week. Really awesome. I've heard about it. I've heard it's an amazing summer camp. It's even more than that, really. But it's so awesome what's shared and what's done and what the kids are exposed to. So that's awesome. Congratulations to what you've done.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, really super. I hope you got those numbers, by the way, so that you can call and get things moving. And youth groups and all the rest of it, right? Like whoever the groupings are, you can be a part of it as well.
We have group rates too.
Group rates. You all heard that? Group rates. Give her a call. Thank you so much and good luck with next week. I know it's going to be fantastic. Listen, don't go anywhere. When we come back, Ian Thomas joins me.
The internet isn't just for surfing. There's a sea of shoppers buying online, and you can connect with them on Tingsy. Tingsy is the SBDC's online storefront built for Bahamians. Take your business to the next level by selling to customers online, both at home and around the world. People want Bahamian things, and if you got things to sell, sell on Tingsy. Find out how you can connect with a sea of buyers by visiting tingsybahamas.com.
We're back! Playhouse and Sound Investment presents your Back to the 90s Volume 11, July 12th at Breezers. From Volume 1 to Volume 10, Playhouse brings to you the most anticipated Back to the 90s party yet. July 12th at Breezers. Party with some of your favorite Playhouse DJs, Big L, AI, Pressure, alongside Extra Large and DJ Tank with special guest DJs like Tiny. Hosted by yours truly, Joe Cools, and my brother, DJ Bravo. But wait, it doesn't stop there. Rock the night away with Reggie Stepper, performing live, Kimbo King, modeling, and so much more. Early bird tickets are limited. Get yours today. Tickets available, cash and go, Tropics, On the Bay, and any of your favorite Playhouse DJs. For tables or Skybox, contacts 819-2900. Playhouse, Back to the 90s, sponsored by Sound Investment, Guinness, Hennessy, Paradise Games, Tropics on the Bay, Cash and Go, and Alive.
So you want a space. But not just any space. You need something with a little more potential. So how about 1,000 square feet of room to play with? Superb audio and video production capability, digital LED wall, full lighting grid, and about 124 seats to accommodate a full studio audience with so many other features. Make us your home for your next concert, conference, and so much more. Honestly, the possibilities are endless. Here at ILTV Studios, we'd love to bring your next event to life. So what do you say? Do you want our space?
If you enjoy watching Beyond the Headlines, take advantage of our exclusive offers with 4 15-minute interview segments at $1,200 and 20 30-second TV ads at $2,000. Contact 557-0258 or 557-0259 for more information. Go beyond with Beyond the Headlines.
Welcome back to Beyond the Headlines. It's awesome to have you continuing to tune in because you're in for a treat. Of course, this segment, you heard me talk about it just before the break. Ian Thomas is here from Direct Marketers, just ahead for the weekend, which includes Friday. People shop on Friday as well and trying to think of what they're going to do and how they're going to do it. Ian is here to obviously give us the heads up and exactly where to go to get the best bang for our buck. Hello to you, Ian. It's good to see you. Welcome to Beyond the Headlines. I know that you come bearing a whole lot.
Yes.
A whole lot. But
definitely,
yeah, well, it's good to have you here.
Well, good evening to you, Miss Shanique Miller. I haven't seen you in a minute.
No, it's been a minute. You've been traveling the world, and I've been up to speed. But yes,
definitely. Good evening, Bahamas. My name is Ian Thomas, and I'm from Direct Marketers. Direct Marketers is a marketing company where we specialize in radio, TV, print, social media, and e-blast. So if you have a business or a business idea and you want to know how viable it is, please feel free to give me a call at 552-0212. That's 552-0212. Dial 552-0212. That's 552-0212. So, hey, I just got to get started with that. I got a lot of things to talk about, but I got to send a shout out to a lot of people who we kind of overlook when we're here, and I forget to thank them. And those are the people who really care about you. Yeah, you got all the big time people. The junglers, they really love you, Shanique Miller. They love you. You got E Street junglers love you. Fox Hill Road junglers, they love Shanique Miller.
You see these junglers.
I see the junglers all the time.
Do they mind you calling them junglers?
They don't mind. Some work in the bank, some work in insurance. You got some nurses who are junglers.
High-class junglers, yes.
Yes, some nice high-class junglers. And don't forget my Christian junglers.
Oh, they them said it's
they
get
love you, the
get
Christian.
Up.
Yeah, the Christian junglers. They are very good. So shout out to you guys, man. You guys are doing really, really well. I got to tell you about Biotech Medical Lab. Biotech Medical Laboratory. That's where you need to go if you live here in Nassau or you live on the Family Islands for fast, confidential, and reliable medical testing right here in Nassau. Where they're located on East Street North in Oodle Corner. Now, if you guys don't know where that is, I'm trying to give you some direction. If you're heading north on East Street towards PMH, you look to your right-hand side in a white building trimmed with black. That's the Gilead Medical Center. Same building as BOM. Now, their phone number is 394-1837, 394-1837, or you can call them on their WhatsApp or cell phone, 557-5527, 557-5527, 557-5527. And what's happening right now, they're having 3 promotions happening right now at Biotech Medical Laboratory on East Street. They have DNA testing going on right now, 100% accuracy, private and confidential, non-chain of custody for only $350. Now that's going to be for the entire month of June, ending June 30th, and that's suitable for all ages. It's simple and it's paying free. You want to give them a call at 394-1837, 394-1837, and that's Biotech Medical Laboratory. I also want to let you know about them having these the STD panel, only $125. Now, Shanique Miller, so many things have come across my social media about the rise in STDs and STIs in the Bahamas, and it is crazy. So I'm going to tell you, if you are in a relationship and or embarking upon a new relationship, that's most important.
That's most important.
You know, everyone's handsome and pretty and all that stuff in the beginning, but you have to go ahead and protect yourself. Go ahead and say, hey, listen here, would you like to go and get tested, or we can go together as a couple and do this? If somebody is refusing, I think that's a red flag.
Red flag right there.
Yeah, so go ahead and get yourself tested. It's too many people that they're just exposing themselves to all different types of things. A guy called me the other day and he says, hey Ian, turn me on where you go and get something, get a little itching and a little thing down there. I said, buddy, you need to get to a lab. And I don't know, because I was on my way of going away, so I don't know if he went there or not. Please, if you have any itching or burning or any discharge down there, go and get tested. It's only $125, and they're going to test for HIV, syphilis, herpes, gonorrhea, chlamydia, and trichomonas. Now, some people like to call it trichomoniasis, but it's trichomonas. So that's going to be happening all the way until June 30th also. It's only $125. That's nothing to go ahead and so you can know your status as it relates to STDs and STIs. Also, lastly, it's for back to school. I know it's school's just ending and you're talking about back to school. Back to school, they have a $40 special happening at Biotech Medical Lab. You can get tested, the child can get tested for CBC, or HB and OP, and urinalysis, or you can get tested for sickle cell and HB. That's only $40. You got to get it done. Remember, it's back to school special, and that's going to happen until September 1. And they accept all major insurances. That includes Atlantic Medical, Bahama Health, BAF, Kalina, and New Providence Life. So everything's happening down there at Biotech Medical Lab, right there on East Street North in Udall Corner. I'm going to give you the phone number one more time, 394-1837, 394-1837, or you can WhatsApp them at 557-5527, 557-5527. That's my lab of choice to tell anyone to go there and get their testing done. Shanique Miller, what I wanted to tell you, a lady called me last week and she was like, Ian, listen, me and my friend, boom, we're still out here, we need a piece of wood. And I was like, come on, ma'am, I'm seeing somebody. And she said, no, not like that. She says, Capital Lumber. You always tell me about Capital Lumber.
Yeah, but,
I digress.
No, stay focused, Ian. Stay focused. Yeah, read. Yes.
Capital Lumber. They're located where? Let me see if you remember. Parkgate Road. You got it. Their phone number is 605-9663. That's 605-9663. And if you're building or renovating right now or just wanting to prepare for an active hurricane season, they said they're going to be having a good number of hurricanes. Well, at least, they're going to, I don't know how big they're going to develop.
Well, the thing is to prepare, but we hope and pray that, again, another season with no activity.
Yeah. So, if you just want to make sure, and you don't want to be waiting around calling your cousin or your boy from around the corner, hey, boy, come help me backing up this. No. You want to get yourself done properly, get yourself prepared early. And I want you to go to where I go, my number one place of choice for all my lumber needs, and who has the best prices on building supplies. I want you to use my guys. They're the best prices on lumber and cement supplies. That's Capital Lumber, located on Parkgate Road. Phone number again, 605-9663, 605-9663. No one on the island has better prices on plywood and cement. So if you're adding on to your house, your apartment, your Airbnb, and you want to have the best prices on all types of windows, including hurricane windows, you need to get down over there. Plus, they got all types of doors, including hurricane doors. So I was there last week just to get some P-Rock, and people were coming in droves. And they couldn't even wait because the trucks were going out so quickly. People came by and they brought their own trucks. And even some of the guys who were out there who was doing their own delivery.
So people are taking advantage of the prices and the selection there.
The prices are crazy over there. Yeah. So they want to let you guys know that they have many different styles and colors of decorative tiles, indoor, outdoor, and bathroom tiles for your kitchen and wall tiles, not to mention plywood galore. All they got is plywood right now. What else they want me to let you guys know? Oh, they've got the regular one-sided plywood. They got 5/8 regular plywood, roofing plywood, 3/4 CDX plywood, and one-sided 5/8 plywood. You purchase the 3/4 one-sided plywood also. Everything then, all sizes of plywood are now been reduced. Plus they got the 25-year shingle, or you can get the architectural shingle. That's what you guys call the 30-year shingle. So you can get it down there, ready mix, easy finish, joint compound. I got me some of that. That was a couple months back. Cement, you can get a cement by the bag, or you can get it by the pallet. Of course, you're going to get a better price by the pallet. That's 40 bags. I did not know that. I didn't know how many bags would fit on a pallet. So I gave them a call, and Mr. John was nice enough to say, Ian, 40 bags are on a pallet. So I just want to let you guys know, anything that you're looking for windows and doors, you want to go down there, interior, exterior doors in all sizes, steel doors, wooden doors, all stocked and ready to go. They have a huge warehouse of gorgeous, strong doors for your home or your business, and prices like none other. So go down there and just check it out. Your windows and doors, everything ready for hurricane. You get your shingles and your plywood and everything. I'm buying P-Rock and sand and everything right now. So I got great deals down there. Go there, Capital Lumber, Parkgate Road. Phone number 605-9663. That's 605-9663. Go there, check them out, and save some money.
Absolutely.
August Monday. What you doing August Monday?
I'm not sure as yet.
Come on, man. Well, you got to go to
some beach thing with like a two-piece I'll be wearing. And you know what I mean? Like a big straw hat and some sunglasses.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You're going to look like a real celebrity.
Like so.
Man, that's good, man. Cultural heritage. They're going to be having something called Fry Fest. It's going to start at 2 p.m. all the way to midnight.
I think I'll go in that attire to this.
Yes, Cultural Heritage Site. That's where it's going to be happening. They're going to have performances by Johnny Cake, Shine, Stilito, Avi, D-Mac, Fanshawn, and my favorite guy, the singing Bishop. Boy, that guy can sing. He can hit those notes. Murder, too much murder.
Not to mention dance.
Yeah, man, he's carry on bad. So it's going to be lots of fun, entertainment for the entire family. Kids going to go down there and have a great time. Bouncing castle, slides, horseback riding, dance competition, popcorn, cotton candy, ice cream, hot dogs, and hamburgers. And for you adults, later on, you guys can go down there. They're going to have a conch cracking contest, pineapple eating contest, horseback riding. They're going to do the maypole plaiting, hoopla games, fire dancing, guys on stilts, all this stuff. It's going to be hosted by Wellington, Funny, and Friends, and music by Ace of Spades. They're going to have a jump canoe rush out. The entrance for this now is absolutely free for kids under 12 and adults before 7 p.m. Just pay $15. So go down there and experience some of the best restaurants selling all your favorite types of food that you want right down there at Fry Fest. This is August Monday at 2 p.m. and it's going to be right there at the Cultural Heritage Site at Arawak Key. Don't you guys miss it. Now, when I was in the waiting room, I heard you guys talking about Baines and Grantstown. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Baines and Grantstown, they're having a 2-day post-Father's Day weekend celebration.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's going to be really good.
Oh,
so
nice.
on Saturday, that's the 21st, they're going to have, starting at 1 p.m., they're going to have a men's empowerment forum. That's going to be happening at the PLP headquarters on Blue Hill Road. Join them for for this powerful men's empowerment forum, packed with wisdom and real talk to help us elevate the spirit and health and wealth of men. Dynamic speakers would include Chief Apostle Raymond Wells. He's going to be speaking about the importance of growing both your spirit and your body through personal experience and biblical strength. Mr. Gowan Bowe, he's my god brother.
Really awesome.
Didn't even know that. That's my god brother, right? That's my boy. He is a respected leader in the financial sector. He's going to be bringing practical knowledge on how to invest, save, and build a better quality of life for you and your family. And then lastly, you're going to have Dr. Harold Munnings. He's going to be delivering a must-hear message on men's health routines, how to get healthy and stay healthy so you can enjoy a more productive life with your loved ones. So it's going to be crazy down there. That's at 1 o'clock to about 3 o'clock. Then after that, at 3 o'clock, they're going to be having their dominoes tournament. That kicks off at
a day for men.
A day for men.
All things men love to enjoy, including how to be healthy, obviously wealthy, with Gowan there.
Yes.
Wise.
Yes.
And
your
enjoy
spirituality.
life as well. Spirituality, let's not forget that.
Yes. And of course, like you said, well, how to be good men.
How to be good
solid men. Yeah, in the community.
You saw that part?
Yes, I like that.
With one woman.
Okay, good. Here we go. Here we go. Immediately finishing the domino tournament. That kicks off at 3 p.m. So they're going to be having all the guys come down there, and you're going to come down there and slam some bones. These are some words you guys use in the domino world. Slam some bones and show who runs the table. So go down there, sign up for that. Bring your game, bring your style, and all your friends, and they're going to be giving away cash prizes. Now, if you don't want to chill there, you can stay outside. They're going to have a grill and chill outside with mouth-watering food. You can sip on your favorite drinks, whether soft drinks or adult drinks, and have yourself a great time with your friends, and all of that is absolutely free. Now, Sunday, the next day, boom, 11 o'clock, these mans, they're going to church. They're going to Church of God of Prophecy on Augusta and Garden Street.
So the same ones who showed up on who are going to show up on Saturday, be in the house on Sunday.
Yes, and if you didn't even make it on Saturday, still show up on Sunday.
Go to church on Sunday.
Now that's Church of God of Prophecy. That's Augusta and Garden Street. You can join them for a special Sunday service, and as they honor the community's outstanding fathers. Also, they're going to render support to single fathers that are in need, and crown the official Father of the Year for Baines and Grantstown. So go there. You'll be uplifted with a word from Bishop Ferguson. He's the pastor of the Church of God of Prophecy, and he's going to give a heartfelt message. So all of this is happening at Baines and Grantstown. That's 2 days, Saturday and Sunday. Saturday from 1 until all the way up. You're going to get your forum, and you get to play your dominoes, and the next day you're going to church. So get yourself together. Don't go no place else. That's where you got to go. How's that sound?
Sounds amazing.
Man, that sounds
really
real
awesome.
good.
It's great to see what's happening there in Baines and Grantstown.
Definitely. People been calling me and says, Ian, I need the price on those knee bands. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, once cartilage in your knee goes, it never grows back. So you got to protect what you have. Get yourself the knee bands. The knee bands are only $25. Get yourself a knee band. Sorry about that. They're the compression knee bands.
Yeah.
You put it on, it supports you. If you go to the gym, if you're walking on the road, whatever it is.
If you're doing squats,
All that stuff like that. Yeah. You want to protect your knees, and they have ankle bands too. So go. We don't have any more of the gloves. They're all sold out. But you want to give me a call at 552-0212, 552-0212. Also, I want to let individuals know about the blood pressure monitor. The blood pressure monitors are only $65. Remember, these are the ones that don't go in any battery. They talk. So once they turn on, I've been using this one so much, battery must have gone dead. But anyway, they talk, and they're only $65. You need to know your numbers. You should do this about 2 to 3 times a week, then write it down so when it's time to go to the doctor, he'll have an idea of what you've been going through, what your numbers are. Get yourself a blood pressure monitor, only $65. It's a great, great deal. Also, I want to let people know, I didn't bring it here today, but we have at Jefferson Emporium, they have the smart 4K projectors, cinematic HDR picture quality, HDMI port with Bluetooth capability. They're excellent for indoor and outdoor entertainment. Only $185. That is, I wish you could have been seen in this thing.
You can, right there.
Oh, right there.
Excellent,
it's
right
the projector.
there. Yes.
It's the projector. Get it. It's only $185. It's wonderful.
And
I have one.
What is it for? For movies?
Yeah,
and
watch
like
your movies, everything. If you're a teacher, you want to probably have it in your class and everything, or you do any type of a seminar or anything. I use it just to chill outside with my nephews, and they love watching all the cartoons and all kind of stuff and playing their games on it. It's all connected. So it's a wonderful projector that you can have for your home. Also, I want to let you guys know, wow, I didn't bring the other thing. Anyway, I got to tell you about this. The Jimarito, I got to get into this first. Jimarito Eye Honey. If you're having any type of vision issues as it relates to blurriness, mucus in the eyes, if you are dealing with cataracts or glaucoma, this is great. Now, it's not a miracle drug to get rid of everything that you have. It's just going to assist with that. It's going to do that clearing up. I myself, I have an eye condition, and I use mine. The suggested amount of usage is once or twice a week, and that's what I do. I've seen an improvement, but maybe mine might be not as severe as yours, or it might be just as severe. But when you have an issue like this, you're going to try anything. Get the Jimarito Eye Honey. It's made by some stingless bees, and they produce the honey only once a year. So you want to get it, comes in the drops, you put it directly into your eye. It stings like for about 5 seconds, then it clears up and everything like that. And it's really, really good. It's only $69.95 for a bottle. It's wonderful. You are going to love it.
You don't have any with you?
Yeah, I have it inside my bag. I didn't get to bring it. If Justin just put the camera right there, you want to give me a call and you will see it.
Right.
It's
You want
the
this camera?
Jimarito.
You want this camera right here?
Yep, there it is, the Jimarito Eye Honey. It's only $69.95. Get it, and it's going to help you with your vision, all that blurriness, and all that great stuff. Also, I want to tell you about the blow-up beds. We just got those in, the blow-up beds. It's the Intex Pillow Top Match Queen mattress. Not those old blow-up beds that you knew about back in the day. You get something and try to blow it up and all that stuff. This one self-inflates. You just plug it in and it blows right up. So if you have guests coming in from the Family Islands or from the United States, or some people out there, they're sleeping on the floor, get yourself a bed, man.
Get yourself a bed.
Get yourself a bed. It's not that expensive. $275 for a blow-up mattress, and you're gonna love it. It self-inflates. It even has a headboard. Lastly, if you are a man and you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, that's ED, you're dealing with anything like that, you want to get yourself the Bully Pill. The Bully Pill is selling like crazy. $55 for a bottle of 6. It's all natural. Doesn't matter if you take medication for hypertension or diabetes, it won't interfere. It's all natural. Like my friend says, Ian, do you know what rhymes with Rocky Phoenix? And I said, what? He says, floppy penis. You don't want a floppy penis, do you? Nobody wants that. Get yourself the Bully Pill. You're gonna have a nice, strong erection. You're gonna feel great. You and your partner are gonna have a wonderful, wonderful time. And especially you guys out there who might be dating a woman 5, 10, 15 years younger. I know you think you're doing your best you can, but there's still a little bit more you can do. Take the pill, give you that little extra oomph. You drink some water, half an hour later, you out there. Where's the party? Hey baby, I like you. I like you too. Hey, look over here. I want to see you. Yeah, so this is what it's up. This is what it's all about. Hey, listen, man, it's been such a pleasure being here with Shanique Miller. I haven't seen her in like in forever.
It's been a minute.
But I'm going to call her and stay in contact with her. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again. Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers. Give me a call, 552-0212. You see the number, 552-0212. And Shanique Miller, continue doing what you're doing. You're doing an excellent job.
Thank you, Ian Tom. Listen to me, y'all. I'm happy because he knows. It's something else he brought. Call him and let him tell you about it. I tell you, and the prophetess may want to come back and talk about that. If she listened, she did go on about that Rose. It's a Rose cousin affiliate. Listen, Ian, I thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ian Thomas, Direct Marketers, 552-0212. You know that you see the number, text, WhatsApp, call, all of the above to be able to get your hands on some of these things or just get more information about what you heard this evening. Thank you once again. I want to thank all of you for tuning in this evening. Of course, at the top of tonight's show, thank you very much to my guests, my Hot Topics panelists. Thank you all so much, Ellington and Garth. Of course, in the middle of tonight's show, you see the ablaze. Call that number, sponsor some kids to be able to be participating in that wonderful summer camp. And here in this segment, Ian Thomas from Direct Marketers always have the best deals and also some other little additions as well. Give him a call also. And thank you all for tuning in this evening. I certainly enjoyed having you here, and I look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow evening. For the entire Beyond the Headlines team, I'm Shanique Miller. A great evening, everyone.